Christie's Discount Cooking. It's yummy, yummy, and cheap. Well, hello again. And if you're new here, hi. I'm Christy and I'm obsessed with eating healthy on a budget. I also recently moved into this RV and I'm pursuing financial independence. Gotta sneeze now, gotta sneeze. Oh, excuse me. Big thank you to those of you who commented on my last video. I think there's a way that I can keep food and cooking the heart of this channel and still explore financial independence, RV life, and other exciting things that come up. For this video, I've got a couple mostly anti-inflammatory recipes to share with you. So let's go ahead and get into those. My favorite thing about these sweet potato pancakes is that they are great for any meal. Start with about 2 pounds of sweet potatoes. Now I'm going to show you a magic trick on how to peel your potatoes. Then we're going to chop the potatoes. Put them in a large pot and add water just until the potatoes are covered. Place these over medium-low heat with the lid on and bring to a boil. Cook until tender, about 10 to 15 minutes. Test it with a fork to check for tenderness. These are mostly done, so I turn off the heat and let them cool. I will show you how I drain my potatoes. Once cooled, I offset the lid of the pot and drain like this. Oops, let's try that again. With sweet potatoes fully cooked and drained, we are ready to mash these suckers up. You can use a potato masher, or if you're a kitchen minimalist like me, a large spoon works fine. Whee! I'm adding chopped onion, and I think this half onion will be the perfect amount. Add 3 teaspoons of ground cumin, 1 teaspoon of curry powder, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, and a teaspoon of salt. I also freehand some cracked rainbow peppercorns. Then we need half a cup of gluten-free flour. You can substitute all-purpose flour if you like. I give this a little stir before adding 2 eggs. Mix this all together really well. I really love how versatile this recipe is. You can add many other ingredients based on your preferences or desire to pack in anti-inflammatory spices and herbs. I think ginger, garlic, and chopped cilantro could also work really well with this batter. The sweet potatoes are essentially just a carrier for herbs and spices. We are packing these little patties full of health benefits. Time to cook the pancakes. With a large skillet on medium heat, add about 1/3 cup of oil. I use coconut oil, and because it's cold, it comes out in a big chunk like this. Let the oil heat up in the pan for a few minutes, and then start dropping the batter into the pan. I use about 2 large spoonfuls, and using the back of my spoon, I shape it up a bit in the pan. Allow these to cook for about 5 minutes on each side. After about 5 minutes, we are ready to flip. One down, 3 to go. Success! It's a little tricky, but you can do it. And oh, wah wah. These will best be served hot and fresh, and they also store really well in a container in the refrigerator. You can eat these just as a snack, or serve with some fried kale or spinach, and add a fried egg. Realistically, I can eat double this portion. Consider serving with a drizzle of sesame tahini or yogurt sauce. Also, as a result of living in the RV, I have become even more conscientious about my energy usage. I have to pay for electric and propane, so I'm monitoring those things carefully and really considering when it comes to cooking, which I used to not have to pay for propane. I would like cook things for a really long time. Sometimes I leave things on the stove for a few hours, just kind of simmering. But that was when I did not have to pay separately for my gas bill. Now I have to fill my propane and pay for my propane. Fortunately, it's a pretty affordable price, but I'm just kind of weighing, and I'm not even sure yet what's the cheaper option. I'm kind of weighing how much it costs to cook something with propane for a few hours versus using electric. So you may have noticed I invested in an Instant Pot. I'm not planning on using the Instant Pot for everything. I actually tried cooking pasta in it and it was a really disgusting mess, but I will use it for some simple, easy things like soups, rice, and oatmeal. Those are the things that I've used it for so far that have been really, I think, cost effective and time effective, because like I said, I could leave a stew boiling or simmering on the stove for hours, and having that pressure cooking element I think is much more energy efficient and therefore cheaper. All that to say, it's time for split pea soup, which I'm making in the Instant Pot. This recipe calls for ham shanks, split peas, onion, and carrot, which are all really healthy except for these guys. I loved finding these ham shanks at such an affordable price and with an extra discount. The problem is how they're made. There are some wacky ingredients in there, and the United States is notoriously bad for our industrial meat farms. But still, peas are so full of fiber and nutrition that I don't want to miss out on that, and I haven't found a way to make this soup without the ham bone. Please share your ideas with me for a healthier version of split pea soup that does not compromise on flavor. I'm using the Instant Pot Mini, but you can use a crock pot or good old-fashioned pot on the stove. Cover the ham shanks with about a quart of water and cook them until the meat is falling off the bone. For the Instant Pot, make sure your little pressure thing is in the sealing position. I cook this as soup/broth for 55 minutes. The broth is done, and I just like to come in here and scoop some fat off the top. Not required, just my personal preference. Then I pick through the meat, discarding the bones and fat. This is the meat from the 2 ham shanks, and I'll be leaving it in here because it's really, really tasty. Now it's time for split pea magic. For 1 quart of ham broth, I take about 1 1/4 cups of split peas. Rinse them in a nice little bath. Drain and add to the ham broth. Clean and chop a medium-sized carrot. I like to dice it rather small. And I found that 1/2 of a large onion, finely chopped, is perfect for this soup. Add these to the pot. And that's pretty much it. I like to add fresh cracked pepper, but I won't add any salt because my broth is already salty from the ham. Now I'm going to pressure cook this again and give it less time because I don't like it to be too mushy. Voila! This soup is extremely satisfying and simple. I eat a cup of it at lunch with a side salad and wild rice or some other healthy carbohydrate. With the poor quality of meat, this recipe isn't perfect, but I hope you enjoyed it. I love that I can switch up what I eat for lunch and dinner. Both the split pea soup and the sweet potato pancakes are good for any meal. I've even enjoyed the split pea soup for breakfast before. and the cost is minimal. A 3-pound bag of sweet potatoes cost me $3.49. An onion comes in at about 50 cents, 5 ham shanks cost $2.90, and a 16-ounce bag of split peas for just 99 cents. Grand total, $7.88. With a simple steel-cut oatmeal I've prepared in the Instant Pot, I've got my meals covered for the week, and at a bargain price. If you try these recipes, please let me know what you think, and especially when it comes to that split pea soup recipe, if you have some ideas about how to keep the flavor delicious without putting industrial farmed meat in there, I would appreciate it. I'm also hoping to do some upcoming videos on RV life and finances, so please let me know any questions you all have down below in the chat. Today is my birthday. I can't believe I'm 33 years old, and we're about to go paddleboarding. I'm so excited. I'll try to get some good video and put that in here at the end. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, do that subscribe thing, it helps me out, and happy cooking! Hello, Larry, video says.